Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and just give me a second here. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna check into December, which is already on the horizon here, and as per usual, the first thing that I'm going to do is the collective reading. The cards for it you can also see at the thumbnail, but I'm gonna show them to you anyway. In a spread. So the first card for December, that is a Two of Cups. Obviously great card for a month or for a week as well, because if nothing else, under the energy of the Two of Cups, because it doesn't necessarily has to mean love, although everyone knows that that is one of the love cards. But if it doesn't mean love, right, it represents peace. Everybody knows their place. No one messes around with the business and the deeds of the other. So if nothing else, it's going to be a really nice month, for a lack of better words here. So that is Two of Cups, first one, followed by the second card for the month. That will be the Knight of Swords. So the Two of Cups is influenced by the Knight of Swords from one side and is influenced by the Seven of Pentacles from the other. So this is how the elemental dignity stands for the month here. Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords next to the Two of Cups, that more kind of like touches on the peacefulness of the month that we can have, and kind of represents a bit of recklessness, when people see that there is no obstacles here and there, and there are no plights or predicaments along the path that one is following. It could lead to more of a well, the best, again, word that I can find for it is the reckless approach or reckless behavior, or more so not thought over options in front of oneself. So we're going to do ourselves the service within the month if we do take a second here to weigh and scale and kind of like think more thoroughly about what option we are going to take for one thing or another. The Seven of Pentacles touches more on the love side of the Two of Cups, and it represents the worthwhile. Okay, so if it happens that you are in love, or you fall in love, or you develop something lovely, it's gonna worth your while. That is within the month of December. That is what the Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Cups represents there. So with that said, this is overall the general energy for the month of December. And now a few notes about the show before I move forward. As you probably already know, there are going to be 12 readings, one for each star sign, and I'm going to start as the ecliptic goes. So I'm going to start with Aries and I'm going to end up with a Pisces. But you could observe which star sign I'm reading for by the glyph, which is going to be right here, that is going to show up. And other than that, bear in mind that these are readings for the star signs. So based on how prominent and how influential one star sign is in your natal chart, will determine how, where, and in what way is going to influence you, that reading. But bear in mind that these are not personal readings, so you should use them as a guidance rather than a concrete and direct answer to questions. But if you do wish to have a personal reading with me where your questions are going to be the subject of the reading, you can go to my website, which link you will find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you can see a full list of my services, also their pricing. So based on your budget and as well your needs, you can go for whichever one suits you best. Other than that, if you do enjoy the show, you can support us either via Super Chat or via PayPal, which link as well you're going to find in the description down below. And anyone who does so will have or will receive a reading at the end of the stream. That's pretty much guaranteed. Just like Taco will. Taco, thank you for the $22.22. Thank you, mate. And Yasmin as well. Thank you for the $20 PayPal support. I will put you guys into the list here. All right, so with that said, starting first, we are going to have Aries in our hands. So again, you can track which star sign I'm reading for by observing the glyph, which is right here. So currently Aries. Right, Judgment for Aries, first card, followed by or influenced by the Fool from one side and influenced by Ace of Wands from the other. It's very typical elements of dignity, and in my tarot classes I'm giving not exactly this one but very similar as an example here. Judgment with the Ace of Cups, active enemies, so pretty much that represents an option available that is going to be pretty much spot on, that will allow you to get out of a, let's put it in that way, conundrum, okay? But it's not going to be option available that you would very much like. Nonetheless, is going to be one that is going to make do, okay? That is going to produce results, so to speak. So that is going to be one of the topics for you, Aries, into December. And should you find yourself with your back against the wall, having no way forward, either career-wise or either love-wise, there you go. This is the one that you do have it. Although, like I said, it's not going to be the one that's something you will like in it, whether what is going to be required from you or, you know, what's the option available exactly is going to be. Nonetheless, it will present you with a restart, refresh, or reincarnation, so to speak, or revival, so to speak. And that can be seen here with the Judgment and the Fool card, okay, those two that we do have over here. And yeah, I mean, the month of December will be the month where you revive your career, where you revive your love life if it is DOA, okay, or revive a friendship. But again, it's not going to be on the terms you are going to very much like, or the process itself is not going to be a process that you are going to very much like. Okay, so that was Aries. Moving next, we do have Taurus. Hope it's better for everyone, Taco 2024. Ace of Swords. Influenced from one side by the Page of Swords. And from the other, Two of Wands. It's a sleep through. I don't know if that's the exact expression. You know, when you argue with someone and the conversation becomes really, really heated up and they kind of like slip and tell you something they're not supposed to tell you, an information that you're not supposed to know. Well, that's what happens here within the month of December for you. And that particular information, it is actually this eureka moment for you, this aha, so that's the thing I'm missing. This is the piece that I need to kind of like fit within the grand scheme of things, so to speak. And when that information kind of like comes about for you, Taurus, you will be able stepping on it though, but should you step or not, that is entirely up for you to decide. I mean, I don't want to make choices for you guys, but stepping on that particular information, that will allow you to expand on a current accomplishments, on a current results. Okay, so just for example, you are having a good results at work. Some coworker slips of an information that it is what is it called, inside information, so to speak, and you act on it, and these results become bigger. Okay, so be on a watch out for that. It will be, how can I put it into words? It will be through, yeah, a heated conversation. So pay attention to those that are going to manifest themselves within the month of December. Hello, Angela. All right, next, that will be Gemini. Six of Cups, influenced from one side by the Two of Swords, I'm sorry, and influenced from the other by the Eight of Swords. I'm gonna need a second here. It's like being oblivious, but in a good way. And it's not like you're going to pretend that things are not, that does not exist, okay, and problems are not there, for example, or issues are not arising. It's just they are going to slip past you, and for one or another reason you are not going to be affected by, how can I put it into words, by the unpleasantries, so to speak, from the exterior space outside of your cocoon. And that will allow you to enjoy. So as a result of that, what happens here is that the chores and the tasks at work are gonna deliver you pleasure. The people that you're going to interact with also are going to be to give you a pleasant experience, so to speak. And it is just, the month is gonna be that, can I put it into words, that good month for you, Gemini, where whether it is a active month or it is not active month, you're not going to regret a thing that it is happening within it. Because like I said, even the chores are going to represent pleasure and excitement for you, so to speak, and you are gonna find yourself happy. Other than that, some tough choices are going to be postponed, is the word that I was searching for, and that's going to be one of the reasons, by the way, why you are going to feel the news quite loose around your neck, to enjoy stuff and to enjoy things that are going to be a topic for you into the month of December. So that was for Gemini. Next, we have Cancer. The Empress, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune here. All right, so what do we have for you here, Cancer? As the environment you are going to find yourself within the month of December is going to be way more controlled than the environment you are in, and the controller itself is going to be you. And the reason for that, for what those cards are showing, is that some responsibilities, quote unquote, are going to be pretty much sorted out, settled, and you're not going to be bothered by them anymore. Okay, it could be that someone are going to take those responsibilities from you. They're just going to be kind of like you're going to be done with them for good. Whatever the case, you will feel a lot more freedom and a lot more, how can I put it into words, a lot more power, for a lack of better expression here, to influence and to give direction to your life. And thus, I don't know when exactly, it could be halfway through the month, it could be at the end of the month, or it could have already started in your regard, but that's going to be a month of planning and deliberation about the future and what future you truly want to have, either career-wise or either love wise. And you have to be very careful how you do make these plans, because they can and they will happen. Okay, and thus those plans needs to be established, so to speak, in a mature and balanced way. Best way you can do so is by withdrawing from the midst of activities somewhere quiet, you know, somewhere where you ain't gonna be bothered by anything. Like those movies, you know, where writers or painters are going somewhere secluded so they can kind of like figure out where their career is gonna head from there on moving forward. And that is something that you should, or it's advisable, at least according to the cards, for you to do. But rest or break, so to speak, it's, can I put it into words, it's a good choice for you to make. Okay, next, Leo. Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Fool. Astrology, thank you for the $20 US. Thank you. At the end of the stream, we're going to see exactly what kind of month December is going to be for you. Let me put you into the list. Hello, living girl. All right, back to Leo. Problem-solving month. Actually, a couple of things. One is very prominent, is that the way you wanted to proceed with a problematic situations I am talking about, and these problems doesn't have to be problems which are stopping you back. Sometimes you do have problems to exert or to manifest something. Okay, and so the way you wanted to move forward with your things actually is going to appear to be the right way moving forward, and this is gonna make you not just only unstoppable but also indomitable. You guys can push and make things through, and all is dependent on your tenacity. Okay, the tenacity is the only thing that can stop you back, so you gotta be tenacious throughout the month if you do want to get the final or the end result of whatever agenda you do have. And mind you, with that Fool next to the Queen of Swords here, it tells us a couple of things, really. One is that there isn't anything impossible that had been established as an idea for the December before December happened. So, for example, at the end of November, you said December is going to be the month where I'm going to do this, okay, where I'm going to make that project work. December is the month where you can do so. You just have to be tenacious about it. Don't give up. And use information. That is also something that Queen of Swords works very well with. In fact, Queen of Swords is the forewarned card, and therefore forearmed card. And you can be forewarned, or you are going to be forewarned, therefore forearmed. And the other thing that the Fool shows here next to the Queen of Swords is that the big picture is not visible to anyone. Okay, so the right move forward, or rather like what can happen and what problems may arise, it's anyone's guess. So anyone who tells you, okay, you can't do it, they're wrong. You can't, and you should if that is something you want. All right, so that was for Leo. Hello, Anna. Welcome to the stream. Moving next, Virgo. Ace of Cups, followed by the Knight of Swords. Oh my god. And from the other side is influenced by the High Priestess. A moment. So month of December for you, Virgo. But that's the thing, okay? Month of December will appear to be an impending change for you, okay? And that change is gonna take place at the area of your life where you are most desperate at. So if you are most desperate at your career, that's where it happens. Or if you are most desperate in terms of a social relationships, that's where it happens. Or you may be the most desperate at your love life. And this is exactly where it happens. So this impending change is going to change everything, obviously. And it's going to make you believe again that things can work out. Not just only can work out, they are going to work out. And because of it, this is going to transcend your day-to-day routine into something you're going to freaking love it, okay? And is also going to cloud your judgment. In a sense of that you're not going to be able to see clearly, which ain't going to be an issue, at least for the month of December, but it just is coming within the cards that, you know, you will be more prone to look at the pros rather than to scale the cons. And should that happen to be within your love life, well, in either field, this impending change is there to stay, okay? That isn't something that anyone can take away from you. And if it happens to be love, well, it is the one, at least according to these cards. All right, Libra next. Anna, thank you for the $20. Thank you, Anna. At the end of the stream, you are also going to have your personalized reading. Let me put you into the list. Justice. Four of Swords. the world. It's a month of improvement, I'm sorry. So serious negotiations and serious deliberations. That could also relate to your health, Four of Swords, very prominent about health things, and it is about improvement, okay? So do not be surprised if when you go to your physician or your doctor for, I don't know, routine checkout or I don't know, kind of like a consultation, they do present you with some kind of a routine or some kind of a treatment that significantly is going to improve your state. But this improvement could relate to literally anything, but it will take a lot of work, in a sense of a lot of consistency and how can I put it into words? Not determination, devotion. Okay, it's going to take a lot of devotion, so you will have to be spot on to the routine, and the routine itself, it does look like that is going to be quite demanding, but the result is going to, at least according to these cards, is going to surpass your expectations. So within this month you may have the chance to improve on some kind of a deal with a client, or to improve on some kind of relationship, okay, or to improve, like I said, I'm sorry, on your health. But either way, again, the routine itself that will lead you to that improvement is going to be very demanding in terms of a consistency and as well devotion. So when you do decide should you chase it or not, because that's your choice to make, if you decide that you're going to chase it, slacking and cutting corners is not going to be an option for you to take. So you cannot cheat your way through here, Libra. And another thing from these cards, there are going to be quite a few decisions that you have to make, important decisions, okay, that things are going to ride on them. And according to these cards as a guidance, all of them needs to be, can I put it into words? When you are making them, you got to be accountable towards yourself. Okay, next, Scorpio. Hello, Kiss. Knight of Pentacles. Influenced from one side by the Five of Wands, and from the other it is a Six of Pentacles. Normalization, really. It is the name of the game for Scorpio here. You can expect a significant normalization, and it's just, you ain't gonna be unpleasantly surprised. We ain't gonna be unpleasantly surprised anymore, at least not throughout the months of December. And on the contrary, some significant progress was the word that I was searching for here, is going to be established, but this progress unfortunately is going to be in a framework, right? So that is a progress based on the skills and assets in general that we are currently possessing. This isn't a progress based on the skills and assets that we may acquire throughout the month of December. And one thing from these cards really for us Scorpio, it is that we should stick to a very simple steps. Okay, like Pisces Moonbeam said many times, KISS principle. Okay, keep it simple, stupid. That is what's going to produce results for us. And another thing, or last thing here, should you be chasing love, month of December gives you the best chances, or gives us the best chances with exes. That doesn't mean that we can't kind of like go for something new, but with exes we do have, again, best chances. Oh, and I was almost about to forget. Whatever problem or predicament you are facing, you can handle it by yourself. We can handle it by ourselves. We don't need help about it. In fact, according to these cards, help is only going to make things worse. Okay, moving next, Sagittarius. The Empress, High Priestess, Six of Pentacles. First and foremost, month of December is going to be a pivotal month for you, Sagittarius, of making things comfortable for you, okay? And that comfort to last, not just only for a week or two or for a month or two, but to last for a very, very long time. But additionally to it, month of December, it's a month where you will have to prepare about something. It could be preparing for a project, preparing to starting a business, preparing to start a family, whatever the case. And how good, this start and the whole endeavor is going to be will be dependent on your preparation. And I really mean it. Now, according to these cards, you will reap the fruits of your labor, whether they be bitter or sweet. So if you make no preparation, colossal failure, guys. But if you do make a thorough preparation, you will enjoy probably the sweetest fruits of your labor moving forward. And according to these cards, you are the only one who can do that. Okay, you can't rely on your coworker to kind of like negotiate that deal. You can't rely on your partner, on your spouse, to bring, for example, a family comfort, if that is something you want to accomplish here, because it is about your wishes, it's about your wanting, it's about your yearning, and only you can do it. All right, Capricorn. King of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Emperor. First thing that came to my mind to tell you, someone is gonna open their heart or their purse. Even better, isn't it? But no, seriously, Capricorn, it does look like a month of charity. Okay, so you are going to be gifted with a lot of things. Gifted with an opportunity, gifted with resources, invested in, so to speak. And that is because the side that wants to invest in you, or see reason rather to invest in you, now has the means pretty much to do so. And the reason why that is happening, or rather like why you are going to be invested in, is very simple, because you do make that side pretty much happy with your work, happy with your presence, happy with your approach, happy with what you say, whatever the case. Okay, but bottom line is that you are gonna make the person or the entity that your future depends on happy, and they will invest in you into the month of December. So some of you may actually get a really nice bonus at work Others may kind of like bring down some certain walls when it comes to relationships. It's going to be different for many of you, but nonetheless, guys, you're going to be invested in. And don't worry, it's not a charity. It's going to seem charity to you, but it isn't, because this entity or an individual, they can pretty much, or rather like they can, oh my god, what I was about to say, it's not just only they can, they will profit, they will benefit from the whole thing. It's just that profit and benefit is not going to take anything from you. Hey Rob, welcome to the stream. I think I'm doing fine, at least for now. You know, I shouldn't brag about it, because things can always go worse, but now I think I'm doing fine. Right, next, Aquarius. The star, influenced from one side by the Hierophant, and from the other by the Ace of Cups. So it's a very peculiar month, or rather like it's going to feel very peculiar month for you. Because from one side, for what those cards are showing, that's true, Rob. So from one side, abruptly, the reason, or whatever reason there is in your life to exist chaos or a havoc, it's going to be gone. All right, so there will be no longer a reason to have your life chaotic, and suddenly free from this obstruction or free from this humongous problem, you now are gonna be also free to exert your ideals and your standards. So what that really means, it is that the month of December is gonna be exactly the way you want to have it. So it could be really nice if you have high ideals, high standards, and you want to chase them. Or it could be completely uneventful if that's an ideal and standard for you, because pretty much it is for me. Okay, so I like peace, that is my standard, and therefore most of my days are pretty much uneventful. Just for example, guys. But it's gonna feel awkward. And that is something I very seldom see in the cards, these two together. These two cards says that you have went through that thing so much, or rather like for so long, that it is kind of like a part of your life, and now as it is gone and you see no problems coming from it anymore, it's gonna feel weird. Okay, it's gonna feel strange. So strange that you also will find it very difficult, at least at the start, to trust that it is gone. But it is. And because it's going to feel strange, at least for the months of December, you wouldn't have the awareness to fully enjoy that freedom you're going to have, because that's exactly what we're talking about, a freedom. And hopefully after the month of December, you are going to have the awareness. And let me give you a very quick example here. Say that you do love someone very, very much, okay? But throughout your entire life, your father or your mother, without, you know, any prejudice here, it's always influencing your relationship, always messing around with your relationship. And it is a plight, right? But you can't say to your mother and your father, screw you, right? Well, some people can, but let's say you can't. And you are enduring that thing, so they are a source of havoc. But suddenly you are falling in love into the month of December with a guy or a girl based on your preference, and what do you know? Your mother or your father, the source of your havoc, actually like that person, and so they stop interfering. And oh my god, 40, 50 years, how long, God knows, all right, you are always having that problem, and now it's gone. It feels weird. Okay, it feels awkward. but it's going to be gone for good, guys. And the problem itself, or rather like the source of the problems, whether it is within your job or within your love life, and like I said, you will be free to follow the ideals and the standards you have. All right. And last but not least, for the month of December, Pisces. So let's check out for you, Pisces. Judgment, first one, followed by the Four of Wands. And we do have the Tower. What do you know? So what we have here, it's a month where very important details are going to be addressed or are gonna surface out, so to speak. And once those details are sorted out, addressed, you know, worked through, whatever you want to call it, from there you will transform into a new phase. Okay, so this is going to be a finalization of important cycles of development for you. And it's gonna change everything. So, and especially as we do have the Tower card here, something has to give. Something you cared for, something you nurtured, something that at the very least you do have a sentimental attachment and value to it. But it will have to give if you do want to jump into the next level. Example. Unimportant details at work manifests, you sort them out and you are given a promotion, I don't know, at Florida, but you live in New York. However, your partner cannot come with you at Florida. And do you want that improve? You want to jump into the next level of your career on expense of your relationship? We're talking here about a sacrifice. Doesn't have to go that way. Okay, that is just an example. But something will have to give that you built. And the choice is going to be yours, of course, at the end of the day, whether you are going to give it or not. But it's going to be a major, if you do decide to give it, it's going to be a major jump for you. Major jump. Okay, guys. So that was for the 12 star signs. Now the super chat. So first we do have Yasmin. So let's check, Yasmin, what kind of a month you're going to have. All right. Those are cards for you, Yasmin. And there are finances involved. I don't know what to make of the other system that I'm using here for the super chat, but whether you are going to find money or money are going to come to you, but bottom line is that money are going to arrive at your domain and into the month of December. And with those money or with those resources, couple of things. Now, first is that certain aspects that you are planning or you hoped for, not exactly planning, but hoped for the future, possible from there on moving forward. And also the, how can I put it into words? The day-to-day routine, it's not going to be that difficult anymore. Okay. Uh, just for example, with the money, you may be hoping to buy a house, and that could be a month where you're gonna find money to do so. Or maybe you're hoping to sell a house, and you're gonna find a person, or rather like a buyer, who is gonna pay those money that you are requesting. But bottom line is that certain money, or how to get those money, is gonna appear into the month of December, and with that, your day-to-day routine, your general experience, will become much more easier than at that particular stage. And certain options that you have anticipated will no longer going to be needed. Not, they're going to be available, but no longer needed. All right. We are on you, Taco. You are next. All right, mate. Those are your cards. And month of December with those cards. I don't know how to explain it, mate. So give me a second here to think of how to exactly translate that message. It concerns overall your establishment, okay? How you're going to establish yourself. That includes everything: your career, your living situation, okay, your marriage, the relationships with others. And there are many paths how you can do that. There are many ways how you can do so. However, into the month of December, the ways which are not going to work out are going to be, how can I put it into words, identified and taken off the plate. So only the ways that are going to work out are going to be present. So from that regard, month of December for you is going to be a month where you are going to make some decisions about your ambition, okay? And once those decisions are made, you will be able to transform that ambition into a very powerful drive. And on top of that, you're also gonna have enough time to enjoy yourself, because it is within the cards. Okay, you will have time to party, you will have time to for yourself. Okay, you're just gonna have time to do things that you are going to really enjoy. But as a result of this drive that you are going to establish, you will be able to take complete control over your life, and from there on moving forward, facing the ups and downs that life throws at you with much more bear than you are facing them now. So it's establishment. Month of December brings you a establishment in every single way. All right, astrology. Let's see what the month of December is going to be for you. You're welcome, Taco. Art astrology. Those are cards. Hello, Yadvi. Month of December, above everything else, is gonna bring you friendship. A friendship that will be more of a well, it's gonna be a friendship, but what is gonna bring or carry on within, what is gonna be a part of the package, is also a connection. Okay, so this friendship is gonna bring connection with it as well, and with this connection you will require nothing further. I mean, you are going to be completely content with the situation. That's going to be a connection that will improve your work situation, for example, or living situation, whatever the case. But this connection pretty much is going to, like I said, make you super content with the place and as well, you know, the state you are finding yourself into. And one realization that is going to come up to your mind is that this is a friendship you need to nurture. This is a friendship you will need to maintain, because with it, if it goes away, the connection goes away and that particular comfort shuts down. Okay, so it's an acquisition of a very valuable ally here that the month of December is going to bring to you. Can sort a lot of things for you. In fact, it could sort all of your life. Like I said, you ain't going to feel the need of anything afterwards, anything additional afterwards. All right, and last but not least, Anna, let's see what the month of December is going to be for you. You're welcome. Hey, Rocky. Thank you for the 28 Canadian. Thank you, Rocky. I'm going to have your reading very, very shortly. All right, Anna, those are your cards, girl. Yeah. And it seems that this is going to be a business proposal from someone. It's a male, okay, that you are either a friend with, or it is just, you know, within your social. It is within your social, and somewhere throughout December is going to tell you, hey, Anna, do you want to make business together? All right. What you will say about that business idea? Want to jump in? You don't. Okay, you don't. Pretty much this proposal, it's gonna have a very serious conflict of your interest. I mean, it's not gonna sound like that, but going further with it, for what it seems, is gonna have that very serious conflict of your interests, and you will have to pull yourself from it. Okay, and on the and not just only that, but also it kind of looks like that is going to impair your current progress that's that you do have. Another thing, or another way of interpreting this these cards, it is that this could be a man, okay, that is going to appear in your social when he's going to try to make you more socializing, and therefore distract you from a ambitious goal that you do have at this current moment. And so, at least according to these cards, as a guidance, it is to focus on that ambitious goal rather than to distract yourself with a proposal that at this stage, at the very least, there will be no reason whatsoever for you to accept. Yadabi, thank you for the 20 US dollars. Thank you, Yadabi. All right, Rocky, let's check your month now. Yadabi, you want a love energy specifically. Okay. All right, Rocky. I actually love your cards. Here, this is what we have. And so what they show is that within the month of December, around you, things are gonna toss and turn, and things are gonna kind of like go down the drain, right? But you wouldn't care, because within your environment, actually, with you, it's gonna be, or you're gonna be the only one that things are gonna work very well for you. For your colleagues, things are gonna toss and turn. For, you know, family members and friends and so on and so forth. But for you, you will be good, right? You will have pleasant experience with everything, especially work, for what those cards are showing. So that's gonna be the month where you are gonna be the only one pleased around you. Don't try to please those around you, because that would mean that you have to give from your pleasure and from your happiness to someone else, and that will make you unhappy. So that's your warning here, okay? Just throughout the month of December, the best way moving forward is to be, unfortunately, selfish. Any cooperation, okay? Any, can I put it into words? Partnership with attempt for you to improve the situation of the other side is only going to delay your progress. And like I said, is going to make you unhappy. So other than that, Rocky, very good month for you. You will have enjoyment at work. You will have enjoyment in the social. If you are dating someone, that's also going to be an experience that you're going to enjoy. Just, you know, don't try to make other people happy if they can't make themselves happy, okay? Because that will mean that you will have to be unhappy for them. And Yada B, let's check on love energy here for you. All right, Yada B, these are the cards for you, girl. As in love energy, there was that trend in Facebook where people were posting, you know, as a relationship status, it's complicated. Well, that is the energy for you. Now, what these cards are showing here is that the only way love can manifest throughout the month of December for you, it is being truthful, in a sense of being no pleasantries, you know, no withholding an opinion so you do not make the other side uncomfortable. I mean, it's going to be very important and paramount, in fact. People that you are dating with or that you are talking with knows exactly where you stand, exactly who you are, and exactly what you want. Okay. Other than that, if you are wondering, is there someone throughout the month of December in terms of love, you can definitely start talking with someone with those cards, but there is going to be a serious conflict here within the agenda itself. And the conflict is going to be because that person will want you to be as they want, while again you will have to be what you want at the end of the day. Should there be unfinished business, okay, in terms of love, like you're on the verge of breaking out but you don't know what to do, just tell everything you gotta tell. That is very important. Through truth for you, or rather, like this month in terms of love, truth is on the peak, and there is only one truth, and there is only one way to say it, and that is the straight way. So you may not be liked, okay, but the very least you're gonna pave a way so you do not get can I put it into words, manipulated, and you do not waste your time with kind of like doomed interactions and relationships. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your generosity as well, and we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.